Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, this is the AndrAIa. Coming at you again with another flea market swap meet pickup video. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I want to say almost a year maybe, or longer. Reason being mostly, I haven't been to the flea market as much this year. Money's been a lot tighter. But I did get there this morning, Sunday, and I got some really interesting things that I want to share. First up, we'll do the video games because they're the main reason I go to the flea markets games initially. But I didn't get very many this time, but a few things anyway. First up, oh crap, I got a copy of Sonic & Knuckles, which I did not have. Of course, this one's interesting where you put the Sonic 3 or even Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and you get to play as Knuckles in Sonic 2, but mostly it's like a whole another half of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So it's good to have a copy of this. It's missing the top flap, but who cares? Next up, I got a Genesis game Genie. I have absolutely no idea how useful this thing is. I used to have one for my NES. It was somewhat useful as a kid, but no idea if the Genesis version is as useful. But I got one. Hopefully it works. I picked up a NES game Genie last year sometime, and it did not work. So hopefully better luck this time. That's it for Genesis. I got a couple of PlayStation games. I got Ace Combat. I picked this up because it was $1, which I thought anything that costs $1 is probably worth picking up. So I got that. Next, at the same place for also $1, I got Final Fantasy Tactics, which I don't expect goes for $1 on eBay or retail. This one's a little bit iffy condition. I think water got in it because the label is all kind of water damaged, and there's like all these things stuck to the outside of the disc. Hopefully that comes off without scratching it. The actual disc itself needs a little bit of work. I've got a disc doctor, which generally works pretty well. Interesting enough, I actually can replace this flap here, this cover. I actually picked up the cover, I believe, and even the top cover at a Goodwill last year sometime. So I have a spare for if I ever found a copy of Final Fantasy Tactics loose. So it's always good to be prepared. The most useless thing can become useful. Other than that, that's it for the video games, unfortunately. But I also picked up some stuff that's kind of out of character for me. I'm not much of a toy guy. I've never really been into action figures, but I am really into one really cool show from my childhood, from the late '90s and early 2000s, and that is Reboot. I got a Bob figure from the show Reboot. This one's loose. I'm pretty sure he came with some stuff because he's got this hole in his wrist for glitch attachments, and he did not come with any. But he was 50 cents, and I love the show, and that's pretty cool. As well as Bob here, who I believe came from an early series of figures back when the show first started. But I did find a second series of action figures figure. This one, AndrAIa, from season 3 and 4 of Reboot. She is sort of in a package. Unfortunately, the card and the package were already separated. Now, I'm not much for, complete in box and that sort of thing. I was going to take her out anyway, so the fact that it's unattached is actually a good thing for me, because that means I can have the excuse of pulling her out of here and putting her with my other figures. But I thought that was pretty cool. I got this for $3. Considering that she's got all her pieces, I thought that was a pretty good deal. Now, the really special thing that I got, or to be more accurate, many things that I got a whole mess of role-playing books. Now, this is the reason I go to flea markets, is to find cool deals like this. As you can see, this is a bunch of World of Darkness role-playing books. Mostly a huge pile of Wraith the Oblivion source books. I got, I believe, all of the racial splat books, which are all really, really cool. Then I got a bunch of the other source books. I actually already had a copy of the Wraith Player's Guide and this one. I actually wasn't sure if I had them or not, so I grabbed them. But most importantly, I got End of Empire, which is the book I've been looking for. Like, well, not so much that I couldn't find it, is that I couldn't find it for a price that I really wanted to pay. This is the last Wraith book that was published before the line was canceled. I wanted that. I got it. It's awesome. And I also picked up a bunch of hardcovers. I got Mummy the Resurrection, which is the first Mummy series back during the old World of Darkness. It got replaced by Mummy the Curse, I believe, in the new World of Darkness. But I thought that was one worth picking up. I got a copy of Vampire the Requiem, which I did not have. I'm never going to play this game, but I think it's worth having a copy just for reference. And I got a spare copy of the World of Darkness core book, which you can never have enough if you're going to run a game. So, now, how much did all of these books, all 14 of these books, cost me? Would you believe that these were all $1 each? And there are 14 of them, and I actually only paid $12 for all of these books. This is the reason I go to flea markets. You never know the crap you're going to find for like nothing. These books, I mean, this is probably $150 worth of source books. Maybe more. I mean, this vampire book, it's got to go for $35 new. Even off of Amazon, it's going to cost like 25 bucks. It's awesome. I love going to the flea market. All of this together that I got, I believe I spent $23 on. No, $21. $2 was for parking. That doesn't count. So yeah, pretty good fun, pretty good haul if I do say so myself. And so this is the Adventurer signing off.